Once the president in hope for Russia's liberalization, today he is a telegram clown with nuclear rhetoric and insults in the spirit of a tipsy blogger. The Swiss publication Neue Zürcher Zeitung analyzed the fall of Dmitry Medvedev and saw in it not just personal degradation, but a reflection of the general decline of the political culture of modern Russia. In Russia, there is increasing discussion of Dmitry Medvedev's probable alcoholism. Rumors that were hushed up for a long time are now becoming part of the public conversation. Many observers are sure that this explains a lot, from his aggressive and incoherent posts on Telegram to his complete loss of political weight. He is often seen with a swollen face. The public does not rule out that banal alcohol abuse may be behind his harsh statements and verbal hysteria, and this makes the whole picture even more pitiful. Medvedev once taught Roman law, wrote a dissertation, sat at the same table with Putin, was a liberal politician with a democratization program, and even became the president of Russia. But all of that is in the past. Today, he is known as the author of Telegram posts comparing Western leaders to lousy pigs, pompous runts, and parasites that need to be burned with fire. As the Neue Zürcher Zeitung points out, it sounds like a 12-year-old boy trying out his first curse words. Medvedev insults Macron, Starmer and Merz, accuses them of cocaine binge on the train, calls Zelensky a typhus louse and threatens Anglo-Saxon immatures with nuclear war. And all this in the public space, at the instigation of a man who still holds the post of deputy chairman of the Russian Security Council. And although his antics are regularly quoted by Russian state media, Medvedev is embarrassing even among his compatriots. Most remain bashfully silent. The opposition laughs openly. As music critic Artem Rondarev wryly notes, Medvedev's lyrics are reminiscent of black metal lyrics, death, the devil, and hysteria. With the outbreak of war, Medvedev has finally retrained as a full-time Telegram scandalmonger. His posts appear with alarming regularity, and are replicated by state media. According to The Insider, Medvedev's surges in activity often coincide with deliveries of elite Italian wine, despite sanctions. This is a deliberate transformation of a politician into a toxic internet caricature. The publication emphasizes, Medvedev is a mirror of the Kremlin. His language is not a deviation, but a reflection of the environment in which he lives. Political scientist Alexander Morozov claims that Medvedev's style is the language in which the Kremlin today discusses world politics. Sociologist Lev Gudkov believes that former intellectuals like Medvedev are furious with the West not because it attacks them, but because it never recognized them as its own. And now the only way to get revenge is through swearing and memes. Medvedev is no longer a president or even a politician. He is a symbol of degradation. His path from a young reformer to a clown with a nuclear button in his posts is the path of the entire Russian government, from academic hopes to aggressive clowning. And this transformation has already become an international laughingstock. Ukrainian air forces have struck hangars where Russian soldiers were gathered in eastern Donetsk region. The relevant video footage has been shared on Telegram channels. A large number of people were killed as Su-27 fighters struck the hangar where Russian soldiers were gathered near the village of Bogodar with a US-made GBU-62 aerial bomb. Ukrainian aviation has increased its airstrikes on invaders' positions in the occupied territories of Ukraine and in the border regions of Russia. The strikes are usually carried out with Western-made bombs provided to Ukraine as part of military aid. It should be noted that although the Russian army has repeatedly announced the capture of the village of Bogodar in the past month, the Ukrainian army has denied these claims and stated that fighting for the village is continuing.
Ukrainian startup launches fully autonomous drone strikes deep into Russian territory, rewriting the rules of modern warfare, Forbes reports. In a historic military breakthrough, Ukrainian defense startup Strategy Force Solutions has successfully deployed autonomous drone motherships in real combat operations against Russian forces, a world first that could reshape global defense strategies. Their breakthrough system, GOGOL-M, swaps out traditional $3 to $5 million missile strikes for AI-driven missions costing just $10,000. While global powers like the US and China continue testing autonomous weapons, Ukraine has leapfrogged ahead, deploying AI-powered drone swarms on the battlefield today, not years from now. The Gogol-M mothership, boasting a 6-meter wingspan, can autonomously fly up to 300 kilometers behind enemy lines. It then releases 2 smaller attack drones that identify and destroy targets without human control. At the core of the system is Smart Pilot, an onboard AI that mirrors the instincts of a human fighter pilot. It uses multi-sensor fusion, combining cameras, LiDAR and communications to navigate and strike in environments where GPS and radio signals are jammed. In some ways, it's a self-driving car, says CTO Andriy. He explains that while there aren't many obstacles in the air, the system still needs to remain lightweight. To achieve that balance, the team engineered a streamlined setup using cameras, LiDAR and communication tools to enable real-time navigation and coordination. LiDAR, which acts like laser radar, generates a detailed 3D map of the surroundings and functions in all lighting and weather, essential for reliable autonomous missions in hostile conditions. This gives the drones the ability to destroy parked jets and air defense, hit oil depots and infrastructure, strike deep into Russia with precision. One military operator described the experience. "It feels like a video game. I set the waypoints and watch it work. In one of its most striking features, the drone can land near enemy targets, remain hidden and wait for hours before launching a surprise strike, a capability described as autonomous ambush mode. This gives Ukrainian forces a powerful edge in asymmetric warfare, allowing for stealth operations previously thought impossible with drone tech. While the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit and China's drone makers remain in testing phases, Ukraine is already in full-scale production. Strategy Force Solutions now builds 50 Gogol-Ms and 400 attack drones per month, constrained only by military demand. The company's software-first approach also allows easy adaptation to new platforms, from flying drones to unmanned boats and ground vehicles. Military analysts suggest that Russia must now defend against autonomous swarms that don't need GPS, live control, or constant communication, a nightmare for traditional air defense systems. As Forbes tech correspondent David Hambling notes, the crucial first step, long-range autonomous drone delivery, has now been taken. It may be version 1.0, but it's already a problem for Russia.